Hey there, Stampin' friends. Welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. And I apologize for being absent last Monday. I was on vacation, so now I am back and ready to show you guys some new fun things. So the first thing I want to talk about is Memories and More. And if you haven't seen this, this is our new line of scrapbooking, card making, lots of fun, more than just scrapbooking kind of thing. Does that make sense? Anyway, we're kind of basing it on what we had done with Project Life in the past. We're no longer incorporated with them, and so we have our own line of product. And one thing that we found is that we are card makers at heart, and so we used a lot of the Project Life items for card making and 3D items and that kind of thing, as well as memory keeping. So along the same lines, basically you're going to get a box like this. It's no longer that big cube, and you'll have two different sizes of cards. You'll have the 4x3 and the 4x6, and this one is the Perfect Days Memories and More kit, and I wanted to share it with you because I'm using it for card making. So for those of you who really aren't the real crafty people, and that is myself, I am not crafty, you guys, but if you like sending cards and making cards but don't really have the time, or you have young kids who like to, this is great for you because this is really very minimal stamping, pretty much stamp punch put together. It's that simple. So these are the 4x3 cards. You're going to get two of every card. Of course, they're reversible as well, and so they are kind of geared that you could do scrapbooking with them, but you could also use them on your card projects. So loving that idea. And then of course we have the 4x6, and many of them have the journal, the room for journaling as well. But then you will also get some fun little extras, like these little layovers that you could do on your card as well. So if you wanted to have this card and then overlay the hello on top of there, you've got that. So some little overlays there in both sizes, and there's some stickers, big overlay, and more things to do just to kind of doctor up your pages a little bit. So I've really been happy with this, and I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of it, because sometimes I think we shy away from it because not a lot of us are scrappers or memory keepers. But get yourself one of these kits because they're super, super cheap. I think they're maybe $10. And with this I'm going to show you today, you're going to make, in a matter of minutes, 10 different cards, just using a stamp set, a little bit of ink, and those cards. So we're going to start with the You're Priceless stamp set, which is a fun one. There is a set of dies that matches this as well. And we're going to start off with a piece of Whisper White and Berry Burst ink. So I'm just going to stamp the sentiment on here in that gorgeous Berry Burst color, and I'm going to use our new Starburst punch and give that a little punch out. Then I'm going to come back with my Berry Burst cardstock, and I want to stamp some little gems in the corners, just so there's a little visual there for your eye. Now I have a strip of lemon lime. I'm going to make sure you guys have the dimensions, and we're going to use the triple banner punch and just notch those edges. This will actually 1.5 inches wide. I'm not sure how long they are, but I'll get it for you. Now, oh, I know I had it a minute ago. Yep, forgot my adhesive. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm just going to do a little bit of snail here on this banner and attach that's my card. It's already that size, no need to cut it at all. A little crooked here, these dots are throwing me off. Okay, now I'm going to take my You're Priceless and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. And I'm gonna take a bit of our teeny tiny little baby sequins there, probably about 6.5 inches long. Make sure I know where I'm at here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of loop it and lay that on the back and let the dimensionals hold it in place. And then let my little tails hang off there. Attach that to my card front. Couple more dimensionals. And then that's going to go on my base. Okay, you, my friend, are priceless. So see how quick and simple that was? And I knocked out 5 of them in minutes, literally minutes, just using the already cut Memories and More cardstock or card pack. So now I'm going to do another one. Let me find my goodies here. I've got some Soft Sky ink and cardstock. I got a little goop there, and I'm just going to take that diamond and just stamp a couple of those on the side here. Then I took, now this one is going to be a 4x6 piece that was cut in half. Okay, so you will have to do a little bit of trimming on that one. Whoops, make sure I got the right side. I'm going to take that piece and lay it on top of a piece of lemon lime, and I'm just going to offset it a little bit just for something different. That's now going to get mounted on the front of my card. Okay, then I took some basic black and I stamped You're Brilliant on a piece of Whisper White and punched that out with our pretty label punch. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. I'm going to have 2 in the middle here that are really close together, and you'll see why here in a second. Peel those guys off. And then I have about a 6-inch strip of our new ombre lemon lime ribbon. Love this, just gorgeous. And I'm just going to attach that on the back to make a little, like a little loop. And then just trim those little ends so they have a little bit of a tail on them. Now that's going to go on the front of our card here. And then I found some of our metallic sequins, and I'm going to use, the best thing for doing sequins is still that fine tip glue. I just really like that for the control, and just a little dot. That one made a little bit of a bubble. I don't know if it'll come out or not. And then I just took a couple little sequins and just laid them on that glue and let them dry. You get out of there. You don't belong here, sir. Ah, they're sticking to my fingers. I must have glue on my finger somewhere. I was doing other ones just a minute ago, so I bet that's why. All right, so then you just let that go, and that just gives kind of a little bit of extra to that. And so there is one of my cards. I'm going to show you these individually because they are still wet because I just put the sequins on. So there's the other half. Here's the 2 halves of that one. And then there's an extra. This one you don't need to cut. That one was actually a 4x6. So that is Memories and More, you guys. It is more than just scrapbooking. So check it out in the catalog and just let me know what you think. give a comment here on this video or Facebook or YouTube or wherever you're seeing it. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think of Memories and More, because I think I'm going to give one away. How about that? I'm going to give away whatever this one is, the Perfect Day Memories and More card collection. So you guys have a great week. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next week for Movie Monday.